Imagine this. You wake up, stretch, and head to the kitchen. You pour yourself a nice glass of milk, something you've done for decades, thinking it's giving your body the fuel it needs. It's creamy, familiar, and comforting. But what if that simple morning habit is quietly putting your health at risk? What if the very milk you're drinking to stay strong is actually contributing to inflammation, fatigue, or even memory loss? It might sound surprising, but for millions of seniors over 65, the type of milk they drink every day plays a much bigger role in their health than they realize. Here's the truth. Not all milks are created equal, especially when your body is going through the natural changes of aging. Some can help protect your bones, boost your memory, and support your heart. Others, they can quietly chip away at your well-being, day by day, glass by glass. And here's the most eye-opening part. Some of the worst offenders are the ones we've trusted the most, the milks we grew up with, the ones that remind us of our childhood, our parents, our comfort foods. But today, science is revealing a very different story, one that every senior needs to hear. In this video, we're not just going to talk about milk. We're going to break down the myths, uncover the silent threats hiding in your fridge, and give you real solutions. You'll learn which 3 milks to avoid at all costs, and which 3 to welcome into your life starting today. So don't skip ahead. Don't click away, because what you're about to discover could change the way you think about milk forever. And more importantly, it could be the first small step toward a stronger heart, sharper mind, and more independent life. Section 1, Milks to Avoid. Let's start by looking at the 3 types of milk that seniors should seriously reconsider keeping in their diets. While these may seem harmless or even healthy on the surface, the science says otherwise. Let's break each one down, including real stories and expert-backed insights that reveal why these common choices may be doing more harm than good. First up is whole milk. For many of us, whole milk is a childhood staple. It's rich, creamy, and it brings back warm memories of breakfast at the kitchen table. But as we age, what once worked for our bodies may no longer serve us. Whole milk is high in saturated fats, about 4.5 grams per cup. And while younger bodies may process that fat without much issue, aging bodies become more vulnerable. The metabolism slows down, arteries stiffen, and the heart has to work harder. According to a large-scale study from Harvard, seniors who consume whole milk regularly increase their risk of heart disease by up to 18%. That's a serious number, especially when many of those effects are silent. No symptoms until something drastic happens. Take the case of Linda, a 68-year-old retired schoolteacher from Ohio. She drank whole milk every morning for years. When she began experiencing shortness of breath during her daily walks, she assumed it was just part of getting older. But a routine checkup revealed early signs of high blood pressure and elevated LDL cholesterol. Her doctor advised cutting out whole milk, and within a few months of switching to a heart-healthier alternative, Linda reported more energy, easier breathing, and even better sleep. Sometimes it's the small things like the milk we pour that have a big impact. Next is sweetened condensed milk. It's thick, sweet, and often feels like a comfort food, especially for seniors who enjoy adding it to coffee or using it in traditional desserts. But beneath the nostalgic flavor lies a major health concern: sugar. Just 1 tablespoon of sweetened condensed milk contains around 10 grams of added sugar. That might not sound like much, but few people stop at just 1 spoonful. For seniors, this sugar load can send blood glucose levels soaring, increasing the risk of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. Worse still, sugar has a documented link to inflammation and cognitive decline. Some researchers have gone as far as to call Alzheimer's disease type 3 diabetes due to the role excess sugar plays in impairing brain function. Dr. Emily Ross, a neurologist who studies aging and nutrition, emphasizes that when older adults consume high-sugar foods daily, it's not just the pancreas that suffers. The brain starts to show signs of stress, memory lapses, foggy thinking, slower recall. It's subtle at first, but over time it adds up. One example is Harold, a 72-year-old widower who started noticing frequent forgetfulness and low energy. After speaking with a nutritionist, he realized he had been consuming nearly a quarter cup of sweetened condensed milk in his tea and desserts every day. Once he made the change to lower sugar alternatives, his mood, energy, and memory all began to improve. The third milk to avoid may surprise you: rice milk. marketed as light and easy on digestion. Rice milk is often chosen by seniors with lactose intolerance or sensitive stomachs. But rice milk has two major problems. First, it lacks protein, often containing less than 1 gram per serving. As we age, muscle loss becomes a real issue, and without adequate protein, our bodies struggle to maintain strength and mobility. Second, rice milk can contain traces of inorganic arsenic, a toxic element that rice plants absorb from the soil. The FDA has warned about long-term exposure to arsenic, especially in vulnerable populations like children and seniors. It's been linked to kidney damage, heart problems, and even cancer. Consider Margaret, a 75-year-old yoga enthusiast who thought rice milk was the gentlest choice for her morning smoothie. After developing digestive issues and being diagnosed with mild kidney stress, her doctor asked about her diet. When rice milk came up, she was advised to switch to a more nutrient-dense and safer plant-based option. Within weeks, her symptoms began to fade. In all 3 cases, whole milk, sweetened condensed milk, and rice milk, the common theme is this: just because something is familiar or popular doesn't mean it's right for your body today. As we get older, our nutritional needs evolve. And by making informed choices about the milk we drink, we're not just making a dietary change. We're investing in our energy, our clarity, and our future. Section 2. Healthier alternatives. Now that we've covered the milks to avoid, let's shift our focus to the ones that truly support healthy aging. These aren't just milk alternatives. They're powerful tools to help seniors stay stronger, sharper, and more resilient. Backed by research and real-life success stories, these 3 options can transform your daily routine into a long-term health investment. First, let's talk about fermented soy milk. This isn't the typical soy milk you'll find in every grocery store. The fermentation process makes all the difference. By breaking down complex sugars and proteins, fermentation not only improves digestibility, but also introduces beneficial probiotics, those tiny organisms that support your gut, immune system, and even your mood. Fermented soy milk is also one of the rare plant-based milks that provides complete protein. That means it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body needs, which is critical for maintaining muscle mass, especially as we age. Consider the story of Robert, a 73-year-old former tennis coach who started noticing muscle fatigue and slower recovery times. After reviewing his diet with a nutritionist, he realized he wasn't getting enough quality protein. He switched his daily milk to fermented soy milk and added a morning smoothie with bananas and chia seeds. Within weeks, Robert noticed better energy, fewer muscle cramps, and improved digestion. His doctor was impressed by the progress in his muscle strength and gut health. And it all started with one simple change in the milk he used each morning. According to Dr. Karen Liu, a geriatric dietitian, fermented soy milk is an ideal option for older adults because it nourishes without causing bloating, and its plant compounds like isoflavones can help support bone density and brain function. For seniors, that's not just a bonus, that's essential. Next up is unsweetened almond milk. Don't let its light texture fool you. Behind that smooth, nutty flavor is a powerhouse of nutrients. It's naturally low in calories, contains 0 saturated fats, and is typically fortified with both calcium and vitamin E. These nutrients work together to protect your bones and reduce inflammation, which is a key factor in aging-related conditions like arthritis and heart disease. Let's take the example of Diane, a 69-year-old grandmother who struggled with joint pain and frequent indigestion. She was used to adding cream to her coffee and using dairy milk in her cereal, but after attending a wellness seminar, she decided to try unsweetened almond milk. Not only did she enjoy the taste, but after a few weeks, she noticed less bloating and more mobility. What she didn't expect was a noticeable improvement in her skin, thanks to the antioxidant benefits of vitamin E. Dr. Jonathan Perez, a heart health specialist, explains, almond milk is especially helpful for seniors who need to manage weight, cholesterol, or blood pressure. It's gentle on the stomach, heart-friendly, and packed with nutrients that support aging from the inside out. And finally, there's calcium-fortified oat milk, a quiet champion in the world of plant-based milks. Oat milk naturally contains beta-glucans, a type of soluble fiber that helps lower LDL cholesterol. But when fortified with calcium and vitamin D, it becomes a full-spectrum support system for your bones, heart, and even your digestion. Patricia, 76, had dealt with osteopenia for years. Her doctor warned that without changes to her diet, she was at risk of developing full-blown osteoporosis. She began replacing her morning dairy milk with oat milk fortified with calcium and vitamin D. Over the next year, her bone density scan showed improvement, and her doctor encouraged her to continue the new routine. Patricia also found that drinking warm oat milk before bed helped her relax and sleep more deeply, making it part of her calming nighttime ritual. Oat milk is also lactose-free and easy to digest, making it perfect for seniors with sensitive stomachs or irregular digestion. Its mild sweetness pairs well with coffee, oatmeal, or smoothies, offering versatility along with its many health benefits. So when it comes to choosing milk in your golden years, it's not about giving up comfort. It's about redefining it. Fermented soy milk for strength and gut health, unsweetened almond milk for the heart and bones, and oat milk for a full-body sense of calm and protection. Small choices made daily can build toward big changes in how you feel, move, and live. Real-life example. John Mitchell, a 70-year-old retired postal worker from Oregon, used to start every morning with a tall glass of whole milk. It was a habit he'd carried since childhood, a comforting ritual that reminded him of home. But as he got older, John began noticing changes in his body. He felt bloated after breakfast. His energy would crash by mid-morning, and at his last checkup, his doctor flagged rising cholesterol levels. At first, he brushed it off, thinking it was just part of aging. During a visit to a local health seminar, John listened to a talk on how small dietary changes could have a big impact, especially for seniors. One recommendation caught his attention: swap out whole milk for fermented soy milk. Curious, he decided to give it a try. He began using it in his morning coffee and cereal, and within just a few weeks, something changed. His digestion felt smoother, the bloating disappeared, and he no longer needed a nap. By 10 a.m., at his 6-month follow-up, John's doctor was impressed. His LDL cholesterol had dropped, and his triglyceride levels had improved. Even his blood pressure showed signs of better control. John was amazed that something as simple as changing his milk could lead to such visible improvements. His story is a powerful reminder that aging doesn't mean giving up health. It just means getting smarter about the choices we make. As John says now, you don't have to overhaul your life. Sometimes one smart swap is enough to turn things around. Conclusion. As we've seen, something as simple as the type of milk you pour into your morning coffee can shape the future of your health. It's not just about taste or habit. It's about making decisions that align with your body's changing needs. For seniors, switching from high-fat, high-sugar, or nutrient-poor milks to smarter, more nourishing options like fermented soy milk, unsweetened almond milk, or calcium-fortified oat milk can lead to real, measurable benefits. We're talking stronger bones, better heart function, improved digestion, and sharper cognitive health, all from one daily choice. This isn't about restriction. It's about empowerment. Aging doesn't mean losing control over your health. It means learning to listen more closely to what your body is telling you and responding with intention. Every small change, like choosing the right milk, adds up over time and becomes a step toward more energy, more freedom, and more years doing what you love. If this video opened your eyes or made you reconsider what's in your fridge, don't stop here. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because this is just the beginning. We have more guides, tips, and simple science-backed choices coming your way that are tailored specifically for seniors who want to live fully and age wisely. Your health story is still being written. Make sure you're the one holding the pen.